Once again, the Minding Your Business podcast brought to you by the Binge podcast network, the Binge at onabinge.com. Make sure you check that out for all the exclusive content as well as great podcast shows from the Startup Life podcast to the Minding Your Business podcast, Just Blurting, Nothing But Buckets, Let's Be Real. I mean, we've got a lineup, a plethora, a myriad, whatever adjective you want to add to it, of podcast shows that we're looking to add. We got Skills and Heels coming soon. We're going to have a banking podcast that yours truly is going to be hosting here soon. And so we're looking forward to continuing that growth. That's onabinge.com, brooksbrothers.com. That's my business. That's where you can connect with me for your private lending and your retail banking needs for those of you that are operating banks. Today is Friday, August the 30th, 2019. So you know what we do, people.
What we do here is go back.
Thank you so much. I'm your host, Champ Ron. This is the Minding Your Business podcast, episode number 106. And I've got a special guest that I want to go ahead and bring in here that's going to join me via Facebook Live that I'm very excited about. And Kanessa Muluneh is someone that is working. She's a client of Shay Brown's with Royal Kingdom PR. And Shay Brown's a friend of the podcast. She's going to be hosting Skills and Heels. And I'm very excited to have, her clientele be able to come on the show, and particularly with Kanessa, with what she's doing as founder of Kanessa brand, founder of the Queen's Football League, joining us all the way from Amsterdam. And so we're going to look to bring her on here on the show as she's making time to join us. And so, hello, how are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing well. It is good to have you join.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Yeah, so I'm getting a little bit of feedback.
All right.
Yeah, so we're going to try to make it work, but for some reason I'm getting feedback on my end. Can you hear me good?
I can hear you, but I think there is a delay. Maybe it's because of the distance. I don't know, but it's clear to me anyway.
Yep, absolutely. So we're going to try to make this work as best as we can because, like I said, I'm getting several feedback. If we need to, we might have to even jump on the phone if we need to, but we'll see what we can do. All right. So, Kanessa, you're very special. You're very unique in your journey from what I know about it. And we have our great mutual friend with Shay Brown, who's linked us together. And I'm very grateful for her to do that. But for those that aren't aware of you, I'm excited for them to get to know you, Miss Kanessa Muluneh, that has joined us here on the Minding Your Business podcast. So I'm getting thumbs up everywhere. I've got people online. They're excited. So are you ready to get into it?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Yeah, let's do it. So, Kanessa, tell us a little bit about your story of how you've gone your pathway to get to where you are now.
I came to the Netherlands, which is mostly known as Holland, when I was 3 years old. And, it was a big journey for my parents because it wasn't really their decision to come, but they were forced. But now, 20 years later, I'm very happy, 25 years later, I'm very happy that they were brave enough to take that step and, just people know.
Yes.
That's like the first part of my life. I had a great childhood. You know, I adapted to culture. It was tough, but you know, we survived. But that part is also my drive right now to, you know, create something or to do something with my life that would make my parents proud in some way, you know, because they sacrificed so much, they did so much for me. They basically gave up their lives, and, you know, it wasn't easy. I think a lot of people can relate, at least, you know, today. I mean, a lot of people go through the same thing. And back then they thought, like, oh my God, this is the end, this is hell for us. And 25 years later, I mean, it all worked out, and I'm just so thankful for that. And that's just my drive. And that's when I said, you know, I have to do something in return for them to see that everything they went through was worth it. And yeah, that's what I basically, I wake up every day thinking that, like, okay, I have to make this time. And I think I reached that point in their eyes, but still, you know, I think I can do more. I can offer them more. And now I have a baby. Like, I have I think it's 1.5, almost 2, a year-old baby, and I'm pregnant right now. And that even drives me more to, you know, build something and to, you know, to be someone, especially to show them, my parents, but also to show my children that, you know, if you work hard enough and you have the support of your family, you can definitely reach anything you want.
Yep.
I'm always telling people, like, you know, you guys always talk about the American dream, but there's definitely also a European dream, and that's my life. Yeah. And that's basically the start of my journey. And that's where my drive comes from. When I was 20, I decided to go into, you know, I decided to start my own business without having any knowledge, without knowing anything about it. And, you know, the average 20-year-old goes to school. And I was going to school, but I knew that having a job somewhere, you know, working from 9 to 5 was not going to work for me. So that's when I started thinking about this, you know, having my own company. I was having those thoughts. So I was in school, and there was this teacher that told us, like, you have to, I think you call it thesis, right?
Yeah.
Thesis. And it was like, you have to pretend like you're opening a real company, so we had to go through the whole journey, but at the end of the day, it's not really, it's basically just a thesis, and it wasn't, we're not gonna, you know, create it. But then, you know, I made this business plan, and I was like, holy crap, this is genius, why not just and that's how it all started. That's when the journey of you know, having my own company and you know, just building something started. And I started when I was 21, and that company was I think it's hard to explain for Americans because we have this house doctor, it's a doctor. You go to, whatever you have, you call him first or her first. You go to a consult, and somehow the assistants who were picking up their phones, like phones of the doctors, were women. And, you know, women always had these problems calling in sick, so there was no assistance picking up the phone. I was like, oh my God, this can't happen. I'm sick here. Someone needs to help me. And I saw that as a problem, and then I decided to create a solution for it. And that's what my first business was. I created a solution so that whenever there was a problem with the assistant, she could pick up the phone from home, which sounds very simple,
right?
But there was just a lot to go through before you get approved in the medical field, you know. And I sold that company actually 1.5 years later, and that's how it all started.
Yeah. And so when you sold the company, how did you get to your current brand?
Sorry again?
Well, I was saying, so you sold that company, and now you've got Kanessa.net, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so how did that come about after you sold that business? Because that's interesting, the transition.
Yeah, actually, after that, I started another business, an international business, and my family got involved, and they basically took over, which is what I wanted with that company. So that was that. And then I came to this point. I was pregnant. I knew I didn't have much time anymore. Less time than I've had before. So I remember I gave birth, and I had the C-section, and that forced me to stay in bed for like 3 weeks, and I never, that's still that long. And it made me think, and I'm like, oh my God, I have to do this, and I have to lose weight. I have to get back in shape. I have to, but how am I going to do that? I have to start a new company because I'm bored as hell. What am I going to do? And then I thought about it, and I was like, okay, first I have to get back in shape. And I was just looking online for clothes that would fit me at that point, because I gained weight. And there was nothing I could really find that, that would give me the support I needed back then. And that's, my mind always thinks that if I can find it, I will create it. And that's how it all started. I started designing while I was in bed, and I couldn't move. And basically I couldn't sleep either. So when I used the time to design and come up with the idea that I had in mind. Put it on paper. So, that was my initial thought. And then I started doing research, and I was just looking around, and there's actually not really sportswear that, that would meet the curvy standard. And by that I mean not just having this let's say legging and just make it from turn it from small 2 to 3X. That's not how it works. Because when you get curvier, you have other adjustments. I'm calling it adjustments to make. For example, my personal trainer always makes me do these squats, and every time I made a squat, it was basically see-through from behind, and I was like, okay, I know a size small wouldn't have that problem, but a 3X does. And that's how I started adjusting my designs to my own standards, basically my own curvy body. And for example, all my leggings are double padded on the back, like 2 pieces of fabric, so it won't be see-through. The stretch, there's more some areas. Reinforced stitching, that's something that has bothered me for as long as I can remember. And just simple things like that made a difference. And that's how I came up with Kanessa, basically for my own struggles that I experienced back then.
Yeah, and so that's very interesting in that, a lot of businesses start that way. They come from your own struggles and maybe your own vision into seeing an issue that you face yourself. And so what's been the response? Have people been very receptive to your brand in terms of, because sometimes, and I have some experience with this and having had a consignment store in the past with clothing. So I know some people can get either easily offended or they may not quite appreciate the value of what you're bringing. And some people are insecure about it and that sort of thing. So have you ran into that some, Kanessa?
In most cases, it was good. It was positive. Looking back, I was very happy with it. But of course, you always have negative comments as well. And I think the most negative one is people claiming that I was promoting, people being fat, and they literally say fat every time, and it annoys me because, I think even if I want to use their words, even fat people want or need to exercise, but if they can't find the clothes for it, what are they gonna do? They don't have a choice. You don't even give them a choice, and that's what what was bothering me. But I still have people saying that I'm promoting the obesity, basically. And
Yeah.
I'm actually helping them or providing them with clothes to start living a healthier life.
Yeah, absolutely. So, Kanessa, we're having a little bit of a feedback. I think it's on my end. So what I'm going to do is we're going to hop off and then we're going to jump on the phone so we can continue that way. So then that way we won't have quite the feedback, okay? All right, cool.